We all know what a fantastic community we already have, but we have a number of important guests here today to celebrate something that will make Shepherd even better. We are so grateful and honored to have Mayor Muriel Bowser with us. Mayor Bowser with us today. The first woman to be elected to 2 terms as mayor. And Shepherd is her neighborhood school, which makes it even more special. Since we are an IB school, we have Salim and Haiti here to welcome the mayor in French and in Spanish. Welcome to Shepherd, Mayor Bowser.
Bonne arrivée à Shepherd, Madame la Maire. Bienvenidos a todos, familia Shepherd.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, hello, boys and girls. Let's give your classmates a big round of applause for doing a wonderful introduction. Let's give Principal Hudlin and all of your teachers here at Shepherd a big, big round of applause for being outstanding. And I know you guys aren't ready for Santa Claus at all, are you? But until then, we get to read a lot of books and study and do our homework. Yay! Yay! Woo! Okay. I have just a few words to say and a few very important friends to introduce to you as well. But what your principal was talking about was a very nice new addition that we're going to build for all of you that will help you enjoy school, learn even more, have more activities, and it's going to be a beautiful, sustainable, which means it's good for the earth building to boot. So I am not going to say much more about the wonderful community center that's going to be built here. And make sure that all of the people responsible have an opportunity to speak to you. I just want to say how grateful I have been to work with Councilmember Todd. Because, my job is to run the city and to make sure that Chancellor Farabee and the schools have everything that they need. And Councilmember Todd is your representative just for your communities right here in Ward 4. And he has been very focused on making sure that Shepherd has everything that it needs. And when we go down to City Hall, all of the money and resources and ideas and plans that it takes to make something like this happen stays in place. And I'm really grateful to Councilmember Todd for that. So let me introduce your council member for Ward 4 and for Shepherd School, Councilmember Brandon Todd.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mayor Bowser, and good afternoon, Shepherd Elementary. Thank you. I am really, really excited to be here with you all this afternoon to break ground on the new Shepherd Community Center. Let's give the new Shepherd Community Center a big round of applause. And we are so excited that today we will break ground on a $13.4 million facility that will allow the young people, the boys and girls at Shepherd Elementary School, to host basketball games at Shepherd. There'll be a really cool rock climbing wall in that facility. There will be lots of amazing indoor recess space for you all. And we're not only going to build you a new community center, but we are going to give you an amazing state-of-the-art cafeteria to go right along with it. And we're going to take this room and give you some new floors and new paint to make it look really fresh, just like the rest of the building, right? So the investment that we are making now will complement the $40 million that we put into Shepherd Elementary School just 4 short years ago. And we're making all of these amazing investments in this school for some pretty amazing students, right? So that you have everything you need to be the future doctors and lawyers and the future Ward 4 council member. We're going to make sure that you have an amazing elementary school with everything that you could ever want to do here. So I want to take a minute to thank your principal, Dr. Headland, and all of your teachers and staff at Shepherd. Let's give them a round of applause. And I want to thank your PTA president, Miss Liz Bradley, and a number of parents, Kristen Baldwin, who have been so helpful in making sure that we got here today. I also want to acknowledge Naima Jefferson and the Shepherd Park Citizens Association and all of the neighbors in Shepherd Park who have been pushing so hard for this wonderful investment. So congratulations, Shepherd Elementary School. Yes! Go Mustangs!
I also want to acknowledge that we have been joined by Commissioner Lincoln, who is the A&C Commissioner for Shepherd School. Let's give Commissioner Lincoln a big round of applause. And now I want to introduce you to a couple members of my team that work for me in the mayor's office. First of all, the Chancellor of DC Public Schools. And that means that he's in charge of making sure you have everything that you need, supporting your principal and teachers, and working with his colleagues on making sure we have the best buildings anywhere in the district. So let me introduce Chancellor Louis Farabee.
Good afternoon, Shepherd Elementary School. I know the principal, the staff members are thinking we are glad we had this event in the afternoon right before dismissal, right? Dr. Hudlin, thank you so much for your leadership. Also, the staff members here, I see many of the teachers in the room. Thank you so much for what you do in preparing our students every day for college and career. I think about today, and it represents the $1 billion in investments in school facilities. And when I talk with leaders of school districts and other jurisdictions, they are envious and jealous of the type of learning facilities and environments that we provide for our students. That would not be possible without the leadership from our mayor. So please join me in recognizing Mayor Bowser for the tremendous investments in our facilities and our schools. Also, to Councilmember Todd, our council member, my council member, thank you, sir, for your leadership and hard work of the council to support the inquisitive minds that we have here today. As I think about the inquisitive minds that are before me and preparing you for what's next, I can't tell you how much I am thrilled that you're going to have a learning kitchen, a multi-purpose space that advances what your teachers, what your principal can do in the school day. So students, I'm extremely excited for you, and I can't wait to go into these new learning spaces and facilities with you. I have my colleagues who are going to share more with you about what's to come. So it's my pleasure to ask that Director Delano Hunter of Department of Parks and Recreation come forward. He's going to share more about the partnership. We are always thrilled to have the ability to collaborate with our sister and brother agencies, specifically Department of Parks and Recreation, who supported us in preparing our students, again, for college and career. Welcome, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Shepherd. Are you all excited about a new community center? That's awesome. That's awesome. Again, my name is Delano Hunter, and I'm the director of the D.C. Department of Parks and Recreation. And this is really special for me because I am a graduate of D.C. Public Schools. And I graduated from Fort Lincoln Elementary, and my home community center, my recreation center, was inside of my building. So I know how special and what this means to you all, and we are excited to provide quality programming here in Ward 4. I'd like to thank Mayor Bowser, Councilmember Todd, Commissioner Lincoln, DCPS Chancellor, and all of DCPS, the Department of General Services, and my fellow colleagues at the Department of Parks and Recreation. This modernization will provide space for recreation, sports, and leisure activities for all residents while enhancing the experience of our children. At DPR, we cannot wait to see this new space to bring robust programming to the Ward 4 community. The Shepherd Park Community Center will provide enhanced programming and enrichment, a new multi-purpose room with the warming kitchen for small community events. It'll also provide increased leisure opportunities, including a new fitness center and a new gymnasium for all residents to use. It'll also provide greater accessibility and safety. There'll be security cameras and automatic locking doors to provide an extra level of security. And this facility will have a new men's and women's restroom, as well as family restrooms, which include a shower and infant changing station. All right, I didn't know you all were so excited about that. I'm glad you all, as a parent, I always appreciate an infant changing station, but I'm glad to see you all like that as well. So our goal is to make this a space where fun happens, and because of the mayor's commitment, we're only able to do so. I can't think of a better way to close out 2019, a year in which the District of Columbia was rated by the Trust for Public Land as having the best park systems in America. And the only way that we can keep this is through new investments. And our accessibility was cited as the primary factor for DC achieving #1, and this investment goes a long way towards us remaining #1. So thank you all so much, and with that, I'll turn it back over to our mayor.
Thank you, Delano. And finally, we're going to hear from Director Anderson, who is responsible for construction, for all the big trucks and the people who will be working here, and for delivering a shiny building. Thank you, Director Anderson.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and good afternoon, Mustangs. Are you guys as excited about your community center as you are doing your homework tonight? All right. Like Madam Mayor said, I am Keith Anderson. I am in charge, and my responsibility is to build you a new community center, and I'm happy to do so on time and ready in the fall of 2020. Are you guys excited about that? So before we break ground, there's just a couple of people I want to thank. First and foremost, I want to thank Madam Mayor Bowser for making, and Councilman Todd for making this strategic investment in you. I'd also like to thank our general contractor, MCN Build, Bell Architects, for the hard work that they're doing every day on behalf of the residents of the District of Columbia. And I also like to thank my team at the Department of General Services for the hard work they do on a daily basis. Now, who's ready to break ground on a new community center? Madam Mayor, the time has come. Let's do it.